Talakayan tayo mga kapuso. Nasa linya natin, Batangas 2nd District Representative Dervil Luistro, Chairperson ng House Committee on Justice. Congresswoman Luistro, Igan at Connie, magandang umaga.
Good morning.
Egan and Connie, thank you for having me here in one-on-one.
Thank you
Walang
po.
personal.
Yes,
Wala
ma'am. Wala talagang personalan
Okay,
ito.
ilang araw na matapos yung naging hearing ninyo at may susunod nga po, April 22. Itong mga araw na obserbahan ko, lagi kang naratibo po nung kampo ni Vice Presidente Sara Duterte. Yung educational attainment, yung law school, pati yung painting na pinagtatalunan, kanino ba nagregalo? Sinasabi ko, hindi naman yun ang impeachable offense eh.
I agree with you.
Nakakalimutan yata
Egan.
nila. Hinihintay kong sagutin nila yung COA na notice of disallowances na dapat pala ibalik na sa gobyerno yung pera. 400 milyong piso mahigit yun. Pati yung waiver ng bank account. At ngayon nilabas ni Congressman Ridon yung listahan ng mga sasakyan na tumutugma sa mga kwento nitong si Ramil Madriaga. Saan na po tayo patungo, Congresswoman?
Well, for purposes of our next hearing, that will be on Wednesday, April 22, no? Mag-umpisa tayo ng 10 o'clock in the morning. Nasabpina natin ang ombudsman.
Mhm.
So we anticipate that they will be presenting the SALN, no?
Okay.
Nasabpina din natin ang AMLA, whom we anticipate will be presenting the report on covered and suspicious transactions. Nasabpina din natin, Igan and Connie, ang BIR, who will be reporting on the income tax return of the Vice President and the husband, kasi conjugal ito,
Tama
no?
po.
And we also issued subpoena to SEC.
Opo.
This is for the audited financial statement ng mga business establishments nila na dineclare nila both in the SALN and the ITR, no? And to add, kasama sa ating nasabpina upon the motion of Congresswoman Laila De Lima, ang ating former Senator, Sonny Trillanes, no?
Okay.
So I expect that he will be presented as well in relation to the unexplained wealth and non-disclosure in the SALN.
Opo.
Apparently, Igan and Connie, ang focus natin in our upcoming hearing will be the allegations on unexplained wealth and non-disclosure in the SALN. You will remember, yung nauna, nag-focus siya sa confidential fund of both the OVP and DepEd.
Opo.
Itong susunod naman, which will be on Wednesday, we will be focusing on unexplained wealth and non-disclosure in the SALN.
Okay, may tanong po ako. Sabihin niyo po kung probing po ako o clarificatory. Nabanggit niyo po yung sa AMLAC kasi meron akong nababasang mga legal position o mga pag-question po. Hindi ho ba parang ang AMLAC daw po pag hiningi niyo na yung kanilang record, parang karapatan daw ho yun ng Senado sa trial na po? Tama po ba o nasa House pa rin meron din
Probing
kayong
na ba kayo?
jurisdiction sa AMLAC po, Congresswoman?
Definitely, this is still in line with our determination of probable cause, no? Maalala nyo, Igan and Connie, tayo binigyan ng kapangyarihan ng rules ng batas na mag-issue ng subpoena duces tecum. This
Opo.
is for the production of documents for us to be able to test whether the allegation in the complaint, including the attached evidence, is sufficient already to constitute probable cause, no?
Okay.
At dito tayo binigyan din ng mandato na mag-conduct ng clarificatory hearing. So, to answer your question, Igan, we are not yet probing. We are determining probable cause
Okay.
only,
Ay,
no?
Alright.
safe pala yung tanong ko, hindi maaalis sa record.
Oo. Ako, ma'am, ang tanong ko lang, ididetalye na ba yung laman nun o hindi? Hindi po pwede.
Ko-confirm lang.
I-confirm lang na ito yung kanya talaga na mga bank records and yung sa SALN. At wala pa kaming maririnig on Tuesday or Wednesday rather, ng 22nd, ng mga detalye ng laman po nito.
Basically, ang ni-require natin from AMLA is a report on covered transaction and suspicious transactions.
Ah.
Pag sinabi natin covered transactions, this is 500,000 and above, no? Pag suspicious transactions naman, regardless of the amount, merong basis si AMLA to require a report from the bank, no? So, this will be focusing merely on the report to be submitted by the AMLA. So, Connie, tama ka doon. Confirmatory lang. The questions will be limited to what appears only in the
Okay.
report of the AMLA.
Pero may pending petition sa ITR, di ba, Congresswoman?
That's correct, no? Yan ay yung nasa Regional Trial Court of Quezon,
Quezon City.
Yes, oo.
Opo, opo.
The purpose is specifically is to stop the BIR from producing the ITR, the income tax return. But apparently, ito po'y submitted na sa atin. Last hearing, that was April 14, no? Although ngayong darating na Wednesday, April 22, this will be the time when the commissioner of the BIR will be presented, no? So,
I see.
we will be hearing from the commissioner his
Himself.
position about
Oo.
the ITR kasi meron siyang sinasabing mga limitations about the disclosure of this report. So the proper time when to hear the position of the BIR will be this coming Wednesday. But definitely, from my perspective,
Oo.
to stop the BIR from submitting the ITR to the Justice Committee is already moot and academic.
Okay.
Dahil
So,
nasubmit
Kasi
na.
submitted na.
Pero ano bang karakter ng ITR? Is it a public document na hindi mo kailangang mapigilan ng disclosure nito sa government official?
I understand, Igan, that this is likewise a public document.
Oo nga eh.
However, meron tayong mga limitations
Okay.
concerning confidentiality, no? And I think this is the concern of our BIR commissioner, no?
Okay.
So, hindi pa namin to na-discuss thoroughly, but I anticipate to hear the position of the BIR this coming
Okay.
Wednesday.
Oo.
Pero sa pagkakaalam nyo, kasi ang nagsalang po dito sa TRO for Quezon City, no? Yung asawa po ni VP Sara, dahil nga naman sabi niya, hindi naman siya politiko.
Private siya.
Private citizen siya.
Pero conjugal kasi ITR.
Ano ba ang, kasi nabanggit nyo kanina, conjugal naman ito. Ano
Yeah.
ho ang magiging limitasyon sa pagtatanong pagdating dyan? Based on, siguro parang pag-aaral na rin ho ng lahat na nakikinig sa atin, what to expect on Wednesday?
Apparently, Connie, tama doon si Igan conjugal to. Which means that yung property or income ng Vice President is considered as property and income also of the husband. And it is on this light na ang sabpina natin is not just those concerning the Vice President. It includes even those that concerns the husband of the Vice President, no? To your question, Connie, anong magiging parameter natin doon sa pagtatanong? Again, we will be confining our clarificatory questions to what appear only in the documents which will be submitted by the government agencies.
Are you confident, ma'am, na ito pong upcoming hearing on Wednesday, wala na hong magiging aberya? Kasi ang impression po parang itong mga bank records ng Vice Presidente, ang matagal na para bang tinututulang mailabas Yun yung perception ng ilan po, Are you confident na matutuloy ho itong pag-clarify natin, clarificatory questions po na maibibigay on Wednesday? Wala na bang hahadlang?
Let us clarify, Connie, no? Ang ni-require natin from AMLA, to be specific, are reports. AMLA reports
Ng bangko.
on covered and suspicious transactions.
Okay.
I want to make a distinction between bank records and AMLA reports.
Ayan, maganda
no?
yan. Sige po, ma'am.
Ang atin pong sinasabi na dito are reports ng AMLC. It's not AMLA pala It's the Council,
It's the
Anti-Money Laundering Council.
Okay.
Report of AMLC pertaining to covered and suspicious transactions.
Okay.
We did not subpoena the bank records.
I see. Okay, malinaw na.
We
Okay.
did not subpoena the bank employees.
Mhm.
We did not subpoena the bank officials.
Wala pa ron. Oo.
Ang sinabpina po natin ay reports of AMLC and the AMLC, the
Okay.
Anti-Money Laundering Council. And we have to distinguish between these two sapagkat ang saklaw po ng Bank Secrecy Law, ang pinagbabawalan po ng Bank Secrecy Law are
Mm-mm.
bank records and even the bank officials and employees. Again, hindi po natin sinabpina ang bank officials and
Okay.
employees. Neither did we subpoena the bank records.
Ayun,
Okay.
malinaw,
We-
no? Mm-mm.
Ang sinabpina po natin, reports of
Reports.
AMLC
Mm-mm.
And
and the
suspicious.
AMLC.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Congresswoman, follow up lang ako. Papasok dyan ba yung waiver na binigay ni Ramil Madriaga sa kanyang bank account?
I haven't heard from the justice members, Igan, no?
Okay.
Pero kung maaalala mo, itong bank waiver na ito, it pertains to the former president.
Mm-mm.
Yung dami
To
account
former
daw.
President Rodrigo Duterte, no? Na di umano, ipinag-open siya ng account, tapos he just signed all the checks blank, no?
Oo, oo.
Ito yung naging subject matter ng waiver niya,
Mm-mm.
na wine-waive niya yung karapatan niya under the Bank Secrecy Law so that the Justice Committee or anyone can look into
Okay.
that bank account to prove his allegations.
Okay.
Kaya lang, Igan, Connie, parang hindi naman ito tungkol sa
Yun na
Kay
Vice
Vice.
Presidente.
Oo.
Ah,
So,
pero may binabanggit din si Senator Trillanes na joint account. Baka masama ba yon? Hindi
Well,
naman.
kung ka-join dyan si VP, ang ating Vice Presidente, then there will be no issue, no question about that.
okay.
Okay.
Definitely, pwede siyang i-consider for the purpose of this investigation, no?
Okay. Opo.
But again, the decision will come from the majority of the justice members. Hindi ko naman totally nininegate yung allegations about the account allegedly opened by the former president for Ramil Madriaga,
Mhm.
no? Sapagkat I understand that one of the purposes of Ramil Madriaga in including this allegation is to show his close association
Sa pamilya.
Okay.
to the Duterte family,
Okay.
no, na pinagtitiwalaan siya ng ganito katitinding mga transaksyon o bagay, no. So it will depend on the endorser.
Mhm.
And I understand that's Congresswoman Laila De Lima for the Sabalia complaint and Bishop Abante and DS Paulo Ortega for Cabrera complaint. If they will be including this allegation for the purpose of determining probable cause, in support of the determination of probable cause, and whether they will be pursuing looking into this account,
Oo.
no?
Mm-mm.
To check kung talaga bang may inopen ang former president under the name of Ramil Madriaga.
Okay, just to clarify din ma'am, yung sa inyo sa AMLA AMLC lang ang kumbaga reports. Pero pagdating po sa Senado, kung magkakaroon nga talaga at magpo-proceed sa impeachment doon, pwede na ang bank records at patawag po yung mga miyembro syempre nung bangko.
Alam mo, even during this time, no, we are of the belief that this is an impeachment case already.
Oo.
No?
Opo.
That is in line with the Francisco ruling and the Duterte versus House of Representatives jurisprudence na nung ma-refer, the process of initiation was completed. No?
Okay.
Kaya lang from our end, we wanted to be as cautious as possible.
Mm-mm.
That's why we are confining the determination of probable cause to the AMLA report instead of issuing subpoena against the bank for the purpose of production of bank records, no?
Okay.
Pero pagdating sa trial,
Opo.
that is before the Senate, I think that there is no issue.
Okay.
It is
Ayan, okay.
certain and absolute that they can,
They can.
legally
Mm-mm.
look into the bank accounts of the impeachable official.
All right. Oo.
Apektado ba kayo ng mga komentaryo, pagpuna na moro-moro ang House Committee on Justice? Scripted po ang napapanood nila sa direksyong ito, Congresswoman?
Even anticipated natin yan no? Na they will be asserting a lot of negative things with respect to the impeachment proceeding before the Justice Committee.
Opo.
Pero kami, Igan, sa Justice, isa lang yung focus namin
Oo.
This is a constitutional duty that we really have to face.
Opo.
So regardless of natutuwa ba sila o hindi, we are mandated by the Constitution to move forward, no? For
Opo.
as long as walang TRO, tuloy-tuloy lang po ang clarificatory hearing sa Justice Committee.
Pero sa experience niyo po, talaga bang may mga witness or resource person na hindi tutugma yung kwento nila na maki-question yung ilan sa mga bino-volunteer na impormasyon? Wala sila talagang 100% na memorya po, Congresswoman?
As I have experience, yes. No, Igan? So ang
Oo.
question na lang, yun bang inconsistency na yun, significant ba yun?
Okay.
Like for example, in this impeachment proceeding, nabanggit mo yung painting.
Oo.
Significant ba yung painting dun sa allegations of offenses? No?
Mm.
So that's the question.
Okay.
Anticipated yun na kahit papaano, mayroong mga inconsistency. The only question is, significant
Significant.
ba yung inconsistency doon sa substance ng impeachment complaint?
Wala yata sa konstitusyon na impeachable offense ang painting.
So it will depend on the justice members, Igan. No?
sabagay.
At the end of the day, it will be the exclusive judgment of the justice members to say whether or not, on the basis of those presented before the Justice Committee, may probable cause ba
Okay.
o wala.
Open pa rin ang invitation ni VP Sara to attend the hearing?
Definitely. Hanggat hindi natatapos ang proceeding, we are extending the continuing opportunity to the Vice President to present her evidence through the justice members. No?
Alright.
Okay.
Marami pong
Congresswoman,
salamat.
ingat po kayo. See you sa Wednesday.
Oo. Ingat po
Thank
kayo.
you, Igan and Connie. At binabati ko po lahat ng kababayan ko from Batangas 2nd District. Thank
Ayan.
you.
Ingat